Now, by now, you probably already know that CNN is fake news. Well, so a photo just has surfaced on the internet and has gone viral recently that's 10 years old that proves that CNN has been doing fake news for a while now. Let's look at the photo. Now, as you can see from the guy on the left, there's only a couple inches of rain. Your shoes are barely going to get wet. That's the worst of it. But what CNN did was basically found the deepest part of the water, basically a ditch, and had somebody stand in it. So they could pretend that the whole city is flooded when it's not, and filmed a man inside of it. That way it seems like there's a few feet of rain instead of just a couple inches, which is the reality.
Seeing rescue vehicles going back and forth all day long and still finding people, still bringing people out in the back of pickup trucks, bringing people out in dump trucks. It's also, you were seeing this pets roaming around. Hey, come here. You all right? There's a lot of dogs just kind of roaming around here. I'm not sure if they belong to somebody, if they belong to any of the rescue personnel, but that dog clearly has a collar on, so he belongs to somebody.
So they went from the reality, which is a couple inches of rain, and made it look like a few feet of rain, where you're going to be up to your waist with rain. They didn't exaggerate a little here. They exaggerated a epic shit ton. Where's their integrity? CNN has none. By the way, this isn't the only weather station exaggerating the weather today. Check this out.
Okay, picking it up here in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh my god, the wind is blowing him around. He barely could even stand. But then he gets photobombed by these two guys that are just walking by without being blown around. Kind of ruins his story, doesn't it?
Carolina, right at the Intracoastal, and we're in one of these bands. This is about as nasty as it's been. We had some bands like this last night, and then the eyeball this morning, we were not on TV. It was the dark and raucous.
Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life? What the hell? Now, I love how Brian Stelter from CNN, of all places, defended this. Makes a lot of sense, huh? CNN would defend fake news. Here's his excuse. This looks bad, obviously, but in Mike Siddell's defense, the channel noted that the two individuals in the background are walking on concrete, while he's on wet grass. And he was undoubtedly exhausted from constant live shots. Excuse me for a second. Shut the f*** up. This is the fake news that you watch every single day and your parents watch and believe. Just remember that. Alright, I got another one for you. This one didn't occur today. It happened 7 years ago, but it hammers in the point that a lot of news these days is manufactured.
But first, the severe flooding here in the Northeast as more rain continues to fall today. NB shit.
He says NB shit. You know what? Then he goes and corrects himself and says, oh, I meant NBC. But no, he was right the first time. It's NB shit.
Today, NB shit sees Michelle Kaczynski. I guess she's in the canoe.
Oh my god, the whole city's so flooded that they have to use canoes to get around. That's insane. I hope nobody photobombs her and proves that she's actually in shallow waters. Extremely shallow waters.
It's in Wayne, New Jersey this morning.
Hey,
Michelle, good morning to you.
Good morning. Well, obviously we're getting a nice break from the rain, but not the flooding. This is essentially now a part of the Passaic River in this neighborhood. It rushed in yesterday through the streets, and it's really tough to control a canoe or a boat when you're out in it. It's much deeper back there because this is really...
Actually, Michelle, I'll take it. Is there some kind of severe drop-off there between the foreground? We'll go back. We saw these guys a second ago. Michelle, walking. Are these holy men walking on top of water? What's going on here?
Why walk when you can ride, you guys? When you have a ride like this, why would you want to walk?
Have you run ashore yet?
Well, they wouldn't let me go back into the deep water because they were afraid I would just drift out here.
Strange piece of video there, Michelle.
Is your oar hitting ground, Michelle?
Busted. Tell me if you heard this before. An anchorman says the weather's bad, and then two people photobomb the person, proving that it's not. Yeah, this is the third time we're about to see a clip like this. Isn't it obvious that news could be very manufactured sometimes? And he should always take what they say with an ass ton of salt.
We can't get to, we saw as we were heading out today, a big group of law enforcement with swiftwater rescue boats heading out far, far east, Bill, into the most extreme parts of eastern North Carolina and the Outer Banks there. Talked to some folks out there who said they never see anything like it. They are completely cut off, homes destroyed, boats tossed into front yards, except we just can't show you those pictures because we can't get there either. As for the flooding here,
this guy had to be standing in a ditch, just like Anderson Cooper in our first video. Now, do you remember the second clip? The one where the guy is pretending that the storm is blowing him in the wind? Well, a lot of people have came out and done a parody of that today. So let's take a look at that footage.
This is Jill Cantori, reporting live from Florence, South Carolina, where we are under hurricane force winds and catastrophic flooding. It is a bad situation out here, folks. We can barely hang on. We don't know what hurricane force has in store for us at the moment.
It's like kids playing in the street. I love it.
So we are trying to maintain our sanity in this area. Please, folks, take heed to the hurricane warning. Stay inside. Do not come outside. It is catastrophic. We have people dying left and right in hurricane Florence. We just don't know what is yet to come.
Now, no joke, there was like at least 7 of these, but I'm not going to show you them all. I'm just going to show you one more. That was my favorite. I'll just show you the best of them, and then I'll leave it at that. But here's one more good parody video, and then I'll end the video.
As you can see, the hurricane, the waves and rain is really
Michael, get off that damn table!
Mom, go inside!
I'm telling your father, you just wait!
You're ruining my life, Mom!
Yeah, you
Stop
haven't seen
it.
anything yet!
God damn!
Alright guys, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, be sure to smash that subscribe button, the bell button, and the like button. And I'll catch you on the next episode.